kitchen. Today we are going to be making jerk fish with some vegetables. So this is what I typically do like every Sunday right before the work week. I'm gonna make 6 pieces of fish, a whole bunch of vegetables. So this is what I have been trying to stick to eating throughout the week. So I have my green, I forgot what she called it. It was, you know, you guys know Terri-Ann from YouTube. Well, I made this green sauce stuff because of her. It's defrosting. I usually just put it in the freezer. Walkerswood jerk seasoning, so I'm gonna use the jerk seasoning and the green seasoning, homemade. I'm gonna put that on the fish. The kind of fish that I'm gonna use today is this mahi. It's from Costco. So they're wild caught and then they're individually wrapped. It's not too bad for, you know, packaged fish. So what I usually do, I'm gonna open it up and then I'm gonna take it out. It has like its own little seasoning on it, but I kind of just dab that off. I'm gonna place it into an aluminum pan right here. Right? I'm gonna do that for all 6 of them. I'm gonna be preparing my vegetables in sort of like an Asian style way, because I love just like Chinese food style vegetables. If you know me, I'm always making a stir fry, always. Like I just love it. I love, especially there's this soyaki from Trader Joe's. It's like their version of teriyaki sauce. Oh my god, it's literally, it just tastes so good. Everything is either from Trader Joe's or Costco for me, because that's where I shop. I shop at the Mexican store. I shop at Vallarta to get like all the ethnic stuff that I use, or I will shop at Costco because I love to shop in bulk. And then for my specialty items, I shop at Trader Joe's. And that's literally, that's all I need in my life. I rinsed my large pan and I'm going to just start warming it up, because this is not going to take long at all. And then I have a smaller pan here. I'm going to warm this one up as well. So I'll put it on low heat. So to both pans, I'm going to add just a little bit of oil when the time is right. The oil that I'm going to use for my pans is going to be, oh man, I'm running low. This Kirkland Mediterranean blend oil. I barely have any left. I need to re-up. I'm going to use that once my pans get warm enough. So I have no excuse not to be healthy. Not even one excuse. Alright, so we have our fish here. Our 6 pieces of fish lined up. Then I have a kitchen like brush to brush on our seasoning. We have our jerk seasoning. It's the Walkerswood jerk seasoning and hot and spicy. World Market. It was for 2 of them, I think it was like $6. So it was a pretty good deal. My green seasoning is kind of defrosted, but not really. It's not really too much defrosted. But there's a little part over here that's defrosted I can use. Okay, so I'm gonna start putting on some of the green seasoning. And the green seasoning, Terri-Ann has a recipe on her YouTube channel that shows exactly, you know, what the ingredients are. So I just put a little bit on there, like that, like so. And now I'm gonna open up the walkers. The pans are getting nice and warm. Open up the walkers, and I'm just going to dip a little bit in there. So you have to be careful with the walkers. Don't put too much, because if you taste it on its own, it's kind of a little bit salty. Has a very strong, you know, vibe to it. So don't put too much. Just put like a small bit of it on there. So I'm brushing my fish. So this is how it looks right now. Looks like my pan is warm. So I'm gonna add my oil to the pan. Just a little tiny bit of oil. And hopefully all of these fit on there. My green seasoning, the flavor it's just mostly like herby, earthy flavor, which I really love. It's not very salty, so I don't have to worry about the salt content when it comes to the green seasoning. The jerk seasoning, you don't want to put too much. You don't want the jerk taste to be too salty and too overpowering. I'm gonna turn up the heat a little bit so it can, you know, get hot. I'm gonna put some oil in this pan as well. The vegetable blend, stir-fried vegetables from Costco is going in as like a chunk right now. So I'm gonna put my vegetables in. So now we're gonna add it to our pan. I'm gonna try to zoom you guys a little bit closer so you can see how long in our pan. You're gonna get a nice sizzle. Previously defrosting is gonna cook really fast. Like if you let your stuff stay out for a little while, it's gonna cook faster than usual. Like my vegetables right now, they're still a chunk, but I'm not worried. They're gonna de-chunk themselves. I'm gonna put a lid over the vegetables so they can really chunk. Trader Joe's soyaki, and I'm gonna put some over the vegetables. The fish is smelling really, really good. Time to flip. We have a little bit of a sear and a white coloring to let you know that it's cooked. It's cooking. We don't want to overcook the fish. We want it to still be nice and tender. We don't want it to be rubbery or anything like that. So we're going to watch it carefully. Make sure that... So the heat is on kind of low to medium right now. We want it to cook, but we don't want it to overcook. That's the thing. So maybe like 4 more minutes of this cooking like this. In the meantime, I'm gonna start cleaning. The vegetables are cooking, or defrosting, I should say. I know the best way is getting your own vegetables, like organic vegetables, and cutting them yourself, and you know, doing your own stir fry. That's the best way. But this is if you are just kind of in a rush and you need to get things done. I'm gonna flip it one more time. It's looking like it's pretty much almost there, almost done. Really looks like it needs just a little tiny bit more time. Little bit more time. I'm gonna turn up the heat just a tad.
There's really not a lot of vegetables. I usually put more vegetables than this. I need more. Okay, I'm gonna turn the fish off now. While I'm adding a few more vegetables. I like to make the meal as like filling as possible. So to the vegetables, I'm gonna add this Kikkoman teriyaki sauce. You guys can see. I'm gonna add some herbs de Provence. This is from Trader Joe's. So I just did 2 spoonfuls of that. A dash of salt. I'm gonna put a little bit more of the soyaki, the Trader Joe's soyaki. I'm gonna put a little bit more of it to have those umami little flavors that I love. Turn the heat up. It's on like medium heat. And I'm gonna take my fish. It's been resting. Take my fish, I'm gonna put it in my aluminum pan. Fish is done. So we're just waiting for our vegetables. So for the week, if I want to, I can put them in my containers. I have these plastic containers from Snapware. I also got these from Costco. I'll just put them, I'll put a piece of fish. I'll put the vegetables down on the bottom and then a piece of fish. And I'm going to show you guys how that looks. Alright, so to finish off my vegetables, I'm going to add just a tiny, like, what is it called? Just a tiny, like, toss of sesame oil. It's the toasted sesame oil from Trader Joe's. Just add a tiny, tiny bit to it. To the vegetables, that is. And the stove is off at this point. So you always want to add your sesame oil at the end. And not while you're cooking, so the flavor doesn't overpower your like entire dish. So I give myself a hearty amount of vegetables. So like 3 heaping teaspoonfuls, and then I pick a nice big piece of fish just like that, and boom bam boom, we have another one. This way you're getting your vegetables and your protein at once. Jerk fish and stir fry vegetables. I just pop the top on. So, and let me continue making them. For the week, we have four meals here. We can just stack them, put them in our fridge, and put it here in the middle. I'm gonna put those in the middle. My smoothies, I'm gonna move them forward so I can actually drink them. I usually have 1 smoothie for breakfast. Please ignore the Papa John's. It's actually really tasty. So yeah, you're good to go. So you just whip up, you drink your smoothie. It's lunchtime. You grab your lunch. Okay guys, thank you guys so much for coming into my kitchen and watching me make my jerk fish and my vegetables, my food for the week, my easy peasy meals. Hopefully you guys will try this and let me know what you guys think about it. It's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be delicious. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like more videos like this where I'm cooking, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, let me know. Alright, Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys later.